Well, hello, Villams, and welcome to this brief interview.
Thank you.
First of all, we
Thank you
would
for
like
having
to
me.
thank you for inviting Juan Perotti as a Spanish caster at the Rage Forest tournament.
Thanks, Williams.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it a lot.
Thanks for casting. The more the better. The more the merrier.
I have enjoyed too much the Drunken Forest, so I hope this
Nice.
time will be great too.
Oh, this time it's going to be even better than before. We have a lot more competitive teams and a lot stronger overall, a lot stronger players this time. So I think it's going to be a lot more competition.
Yeah,
And-
we've seen the draft today.
Yes,
Nice teams.
I'm very excited.
First of all, tell us a little about you. Where are you from? What do you do for a living?
Okay.
And how has COVID affected you directly?
Okay. So I'm from India originally, but I came to America for college back in 2005. So I've been in California for about 16 years now. And I live in San Diego. As you can see, the weather is amazing out here all the time. So I love to go to the beach. I love to hike. And in the winter time, I love to go snowboarding and stuff for fun. And in terms of what I do for work, I have a few businesses. We do cybersecurity for small businesses. I also trade options on the market, on the stock market. I do real estate investments. So we have a couple of properties for Airbnb. And I also have a childcare business where you take care of the niños. And so those are my 4 different businesses.
That's
And
nice, man.
because I have these different businesses, it allows me time to play the game and sponsor these different tournaments and also build a community together. And I love this game. I've been playing it since I was a kid, since 1999, the first Age of Conquerors expansion in '99, and I've been a big fan of the game ever since. And I'm so glad that the game is now coming back to life all around the world. Every continent. So
Yeah. That was
super
great,
stoked
man.
for the
Since the DE came out and the community, like, we meet each other because
Yes.
I think most of the people here play AOE since
Mhm.
1999, something like
Mhm.
this. How old are you, Williams?
I'm 34.
34.
So I was
Yeah.
born in '87.
Closer to doubt.
I'm closer to doubt. I'm an old man, so I'm not very good at the game, unfortunately. But I think what I want to improve is to build the community together and run more of these tournaments in the future. But maybe I'm 900 years old, maybe.
it's our job, like, we are noobs.
Yeah,
It's our paper on it.
exactly.
Williams belongs to Team Flauta.
Yes.
So, you already told us that you started playing Age of Empires at 99. And since when do you stream?
I started streaming basically because of Drunken Forest, so about 6 months ago for the main tournament. And I had no idea what I'm doing. I still actually don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm slowly getting better and better every day. So I think I have a lot of help from the community. Mem is a caster who helps me a lot with stuff, and I reach out to different casters and ask them for tips and help. And it's been a good journey so far to learn how to stream and to cast. Obviously, I'm not professional like you guys with the whole microphone and everything just yet, but I'm hoping to improve my game in this field.
You're doing great, man. The Drunken Forest was awesome. So I think it will be great too. And, well, there is some similarities between our stories because I basically one of the first tournaments I casted on Mundo OE was the Drunken Forest.
I remember those, yeah. I saw your face and I wasn't able to understand, but I saw that you guys casted basically every match, I think.
Yes, Black Forest is great. And
Black
we
Forest
we
is
have
amazing.
some questions about the map and the history of the map, because Drunken Forest bring to life some of the most games we have played. The Black Forest was from Bubbly to even before.
Yeah.
The map that we most love to play with friends. I remember even in LAN games with friends, we played Black Forest and games of 3 or 4 hours and learning.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great map to learn the game,
Absolutely.
to read all the stuff. 20 years ago it was awesome, and today I think they bring to life this map on this tourney is great, and with the best players of the world.
Absolutely. And I think to expand on your point, what you were saying, the history of Black Forest has been very interesting. It is part of the original core maps that the game first came out with. It was Arabia, Arena, Black Forest are the 3 major maps that were on the game. And I don't know if you guys remember, in Age of Conquerors, you could only cut the trees with siege onager sieves.
Yeah.
You guys remember that?
Only in Imperial and with
Only in Imperial.
a few sieves, specifically
Yeah.
sieves.
Yeah, Celts, Mongols, Korean Teutons, and that's it.
The Koreans
otherwise-
of the Conquerors, man.
Koreans of Conquerors had 12 range
Yeah.
SO.
Not exist a halberdier.
No, I don't
Only
think so.
Pac-Man. Only Pac-Man.
Yep.
With honor.
I think Halberdiers came a little bit afterwards, like a couple of expansions afterwards.
Exactly.
And then in HD, they made it more interesting because then they allowed onagers to cut. So that made it a little more interesting, a little bit more aggressive
Yeah.
in HD. This is around 2013.
It's great to see all these tunnels cut through the
Yeah.
trees on Black Forest. And I like to ask you, who you think is the best player of Black Forest of the world today? I have
wow.
my own answer to that.
Okay, let me think about this for a minute. The best Black Forest player in the world. I think that depends a lot on where you place yourself on the map, right? So if you're talking about pocket, I would argue Slam is the world's best Black Forest pocket.
Yeah. I agree.
I think he has the potential to carry an entire side and help the other side at the same time. As we saw in the first Drunken Forest, right?
Yeah.
He was on both sides with SO. He was able to micro onager shots at a professional level, like amazing shots versus Paladin, Halberdiers, everything.
The multitasking of onagers of the Slam was insane. The fish boom on feudal, it's also insane. I love how he played this. And how is the team of Slam?
Slam?
See.
Okay, so today, Slam has actually got a pretty decent team. He's got his tier 2 pick from last time, Zach. So we have Zach, Yankee, and Somero. Somero's a very strong flank player, and I think Slam needs a very strong tier 2 flank player to help him boom, and so that way he can carry the game into the late Imperial Age. But I think he's got a pretty strong team. My good friend Jimmy 2 times is on there as well, so it's a team that I'll be cheering for in Rage Forest.
That we are talking about players. Who is your
Yes.
favorite player? On any map, on any
map.
game mode.
You know, growing up, I always loved to watch the Viper, and so I think he gives me the most entertainment overall. And he does a lot of fun, interesting things that are like off meta or off balance, and he just has a lot of fun with the game. So I love what he's done with the game and what different kinds of energy he brings to the game. I love to watch Slam also because he streams at night for me. So around between 10 p.m. and 12 midnight of my time. I sleep around 12 to 1 o'clock at night, and that's the time when time is on. So I enjoyed watching his streams as well. Marty's a great friend of mine, and I just love his tactical analysis every time he does like these arena analyses. I enjoy those a lot as well. Fire is a recent player that I've met, and he has a very interesting stream, and he's just a great guy. I like his content a lot also. So I think I don't know if I can pick one great favorite player, but I think overall, if I went favorite would probably be Slam. I think he's just a lot of fun to talk to and to watch, and I'm a big supporter of his stream.
Which Civ is your favorite on D?
Since I play Black Forest mainly, I love the Teutons. I think they're a very, very top tier Black Forest Civ, and they have so many different options, right? They can go Tower Rush, MAA, and Feudal Age. They can go Fast Castle Knights if you want to. They can go like Monk Mangonel. They can do Fast Imp Monk Treb as well. They even have Bombard Cannon. They have SO. They have Halberdier. They have the hand kick cannon line. I think overall, like the Teuton Civ, it can play in every single age and has a different strategy for every different age. And I just love how versatile they are. And also, the cheaper farms are amazing.
Do you have a game mode on Age of Empires that you loved the most? 1v1 random map, team games, Empire Wars, that much?
I love playing with my friends at night. We have a few beers and we love playing Age of Empires at night. And we typically play team game Black Forest or team game Nomad or team game Arena or something like that. So I just prefer playing team games because I love just playing with my friends. When I was young, when I started the game...
What kind of question are you doing to him? He's the host of the Rage Forest, man.
Yeah, it's a team game tournament, and that's what we play all the time.
I think is it necessary to ask him about his favorite map? Do you have a favorite map?
Okay.
Socotra.
That was surprising.
Socotra.
How about you guys? What maps do you like, and what do you guys think about the new civs? Any thoughts on the new civs?
I love to see her arena. I'm a stranger, I know, but the most I cast at least is Arabia,
right?
And all. Principally of open maps. But
so which are your top 3 civs in open maps?
I think Ethiopians, Mayans, and Franks.
Ethiopians, Mayans, Franks. That's a very strong roster. I love Ethiopians. If I have to play archers, I always pick Ethiopians. Yeah. That's my favorite open map civ. But I'm very bad at open maps, so. Okay, so I was going to ask you, when is the last time you've played Black Forest, and how was that experience?
I think with a friend at least 6 months ago, because I'm not playing so much, because I'm casting, man. I'm really...
Yes, you're really busy with your casting.
Yeah, I'm full-time caster, and we play sometimes, but not Black Forest, 6 months ago. I got to go more often to your Discord. I think.
I think so. So I invite you to come join us anytime you have some downtime, maybe an hour or so, and we would love to play with you on Black Forest in our Discord.
We're here. We are themed too. So if Socotra comes, you're invited too. So Williams, to go on with the interview, what's your motivation for hosting these tournaments?
I just do it for fun, man. Honestly, I love the game so much. I love the map so much. My main motivation is for people to lose this impression of Black Forest as a noob map. In DE, the map generation is now, so open, as you know, that it allows for a lot more aggressive playstyle. and I want to showcase this open map Black Forest in the tournament. And I want people to understand that it's not a noob map, and that professionals can come up with interesting strategies.
Yeah. We saw that on the Drunken Forest. Was great.
It's wild.
The fights on the corners, the pockets, the villagers that infiltrate to the other bases.
Sometimes you have sneak villagers. Sometimes you have you have a big lake. Sometimes in the middle where you have to fight on the water. Or you can have like fast him monk Treb, open it up for the pocket, and flood with Halbeso. Or you have like Castle Age aggression, a lot of castle dropping going on, Feudal Age, and a lot of times you have open maps, so it comes up as like an Arabia spawn almost, So it's completely open. So you do Drush, you can do Drush Fast Castle, so many different build orders, and that's what I like about Black Forest. Like Arabia and to some extent also Arena. There's like formulas that you can do. You can do certain things, and there's certain strats and certain build orders. But with Black Forest, like it's so different every time that you have to adapt your strategy based on the civilization you have and the map generation you have. So I like the dynamic aspect of Black Forest.
What's your expectations of the Rage Forest?
So I'm very excited to see how the Black Forest meta now evolves. We saw in Drunken Forest 1 that there was a lot of new strategies that seemed to work. Fast Monk Treb followed by Halbeso was one. And so I want to see some new like evolution of strategies for the Rage Forest tournament. So I'm very excited to see how players will use that. And I'm also excited to see the new civilizations, how people will use it. I'm super stoked. I cannot wait to see the new Rage Forest. And I think this time our teams, I don't know if you've shown your viewers already the teams and the roster that we have, but the teams are a lot more competitive and the overall players are a lot stronger than the first tournament. So I think the games will go on for longer, and this time around the one change we made is each round is going to be best of 5 as opposed to best of 3. So all games will be best of 5, even the finals.
Nice. Talking about the teams, are you expecting some or any team to collide to play each other?
I think the strong teams are going to be. Modri is somehow able to get another amazing team, so I think he will go pretty far. Slam has an excellent team again. I think Vodka will be the team to watch this time.
Vodka Kamigawa.
Kamigawa, he got Teutonic Tanks, and he got Matt, who's an unknown player, but he's a very, very strong Black Forest player. I think you guys will be surprised by his performance. He played well in Drunken Forest 1 as well.
Yeah, we saw him.
Uzi. Yeah, very, very strong player, but he never plays 1v1. He only plays like at a team game level. So I think that's a strong team. Barles, I think, has picked a very good team as well. Same as Ganji. So I think these would be the teams to watch. But honestly, I couldn't tell you which is the strongest of the teams right now because they're so equally balanced right now. It'll be hard to say.
I think it's Doubt's team.
Yes. Excuse me.
No, but the team games are other. It's different, man. Team games.
Absolutely.
Collaboration.
MBL got the auto draft team. Yeah, MBL got the auto draft 1v1 team.
And he will go with some Latam guys.
Let's go, Noisik.
Let's go Noisik. Let's go Uzi. They might actually do well. You never know.
Noisik is a very good team game player. Yes, I think he do better on team games than 1v1.
Yes, absolutely. I'm stoked to see him play. So what about you guys? Which team do you think wins? Which is the strongest team according to you?
I like freaking Chris, ACCM, and Dragonstar. See those names, and on team games, I can see some great stuff coming from there.
There you go.
Teams I see Ganshi,
Yep.
Shell, I like the names. Then Sitok, Clemente, and Margot Go. Oh, be careful with that.
Team Francais.
I liked Cito team.
Yeah. Very strong team.
Nearly also picked some German player.
Yes.
Running.
Yep.
First pick running.
Yep. That's
How
right.
about that?
First pick running. Yeah.
I remember some game from those two guys on the semifinals of the German tournament. And
Nice.
in a nomad running, throwing all in with bonks to Neely and converted everything, man.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was insane. That game.
What do you guys think about Kapoch team? Kapoch and Riet.
I saw some games of Infinity Legends team.
Yeah.
And then you have Kapoch, Ryut, and Bhakti, a dream team, man. But
Yeah.
then you have the situation where individual players not necessarily do well on team game.
In team game. Yep.
And that's
Yeah.
other of the magics of the Drunken Forest and the Rage Forest now.
Yes.
The team
Exactly.
game, it's other stuff.
It's completely different because in team games, communication matters, strategy matters, and Black Forest is a map where if one side dies, they can actually recover very fast, and the game can turn tides again. So it's a very interesting map in that sense that the game is not over until it's over. So
And it
goes
demands
back and forth a lot.
an extra from the players to
Yeah.
do well BO5 on 1 hour games.
It tests your stamina and your strength. So only
Yeah.
the strongest players will survive. And
Exactly.
yeah, it's just like an actual sport. So that's why I like it.
Exactly.
And this will be right after Red Bull 5, so there's no competition with the dates or anything like that. So immediately after that will be this tournament. And then after ours, there'll be Mem's King of the Desert tournament.
Wow.
We saw a teaser.
Saw the teaser, yeah. So he'll be announcing a lot more details in this month about that tournament.
Yeah. We have a lot of job to do.
Yes, absolutely. It's the golden age of Empires, different
Yeah.
tournaments. There's a tournament every month.
What do you think about AOE 4?
I have no idea. I haven't bought it. I haven't pre-ordered it. I've been super busy trying to organize this that I haven't had the chance to see it. So I actually, unfortunately, have no opinions. How about you guys? Have you guys seen the preview? Have you played it? Are you allowed to say?
Yes. We love Age of Empires 2, but I don't know how will affect to the actual AO2 player base. Like, what do you think?
I don't think it'll have any impact. I don't think it'll have any impact. I think people who like AoE 4 will play that game, but I don't think it's going to take away from the Age of Empires 2 player base. I think the AoE 2 player base, we've been around for 22 years now, almost, We're not going anywhere.
We love this game.
Yeah, I'll be
We
I'll
love
be
this game.
75 years old and I'll still be playing this damn game.
True story, man. True story.
Yes. The world will have evolved into virtual reality games or the mind games inside your brain or whatever, like the Matrix, but I'll still be playing on a computer with a mouse and keyboard.
Let me
AoE
the
2.
mouse and the keyboard.
Yeah.
And the amigos.
And the amigos. No Xbox for me, no PlayStation for me, just PC.
Okay.
Just PC for me.
Do you want to say anything to the people watching this?
Well, I want to thank you all for allowing me the chance to interview over here. And I would like to let your viewers know that we're going to try our best to have an amazing tournament. and I hope that they can all catch some of the action in September and October as we do the tournament. So, thank you for having me again, and I'm super humbled to be here, and I like that we have a lot of Latin American representation in the tournament as well. So
thanks, Williams.
Yeah,
we will do our
happy.
best to the people to enjoy the tournament.
Yes, and I appreciate all your work that you guys do, and I appreciate you guys for taking on the tournament and for showcasing it to your Latin American audience.
Thank you very much, Williams.
Thank you.
You're awesome, man.
Thank you, Perotti. Thank you, guys.